Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, The Wealthy Mindset. It's yours truly, Money Making Mitch. And as usual guys, this is not financial advice. Please do your own due diligence and research. I have some incredible news for you guys today on NIO. Some of you guys probably already heard of it. Some of you probably heard some of it, but I have a banger for you guys today. Again, to show and to prove what I've been saying is right. While the uneducated trolls, negative Nancy's, and people with that instant gratification welfare culture panic and sell shares and is hoping that you do the same, the whales keep buying, and there's a reason why they're buying. So let's start off with this. The 52-week low for NIO is $7 and the 52-week high is $16.18. As a disclaimer, I hold 2,260 shares at $3.53. And on the SoFi platform, I hold another 391 shares at $9.03. So NIO was last trading at $7.50. Today up 36 cents. And we recently saw an uptick in stock price due to the hiring of the Singaporean genius that I spoke about on one of my last videos. In order for NIO to enhance its expertise in technology sustainability. It's pretty much why we hired this genius. So listen to this. Mellon Corp, which is Bank of New York, not Bank of China, not Bank of Australia, not Bank of Taiwan, not Bank of Hong Kong. Bank of New York just lifted its holding in NIO. The institutional investor owned 1,686,177 shares of the company's stock after purchasing an additional 32,521 shares. Are you believing me now? Their shares are now worth $16,339,000. So please don't come on my platform crying that you're down 10 grand. Okay. As of its most recent filing, eFund Management now owns another American company, hedge fund, now owns 770,160 shares after purchasing an additional 431,851 shares valued at $15,172,000. And there's more, but I'm going to stop there. I'm just proving to you guys that when the uneducated investor panic and sell as usual and they run to the hills, the whales buy, and that's why the rich stay rich. So listen to what just happened today, guys. NIO starts recruiting dealer partners for its main brand and sub-brand. NIO has started recruiting dealership partners for the NIO brand and a sub-brand in what appears to be a move aimed at reducing expenses while expanding sales network, bringing us closer to profitability yet again. NIO has begun recruiting dealership partners following moves by its local peers, including XPeng, that appear aimed at reducing expenses as it expands its sales network. But we're going to do things a little differently to XPeng, and the article explains. A poster today showed its recruiting sites for experience centers for both the main NIO brand and NIO Strategic New Brand. So I guess it would be better to start calling it NIO Strategic New Brand because it seems like it will be carrying the NIO's logo, making me truly believe that it will have a single motor variant. So the company doesn't mention dealers directly, And the wording in Chinese is about recruiting sites for experience centers. But it looks like the company is essentially recruiting sales and after-sales service partners, and the recruitments are stricter than those of traditional dealers. Because remember, this is high-end cars, so we're not going to give it to just any mom and pop, side dealership. We're going to be giving it to probably high-end dealers. So it is unclear whether the wording NIO's strategic new brand includes only the sub-brand codename Alps, or also the third brand codename Firefly, as there is no way to differentiate between the singular and the plural if the Chinese expression does not provide a specific number. NIO requires partners joining the network to set up sales, showroom, as well as offer repair services. This is where we're taking it a step further than to just giving it as, some side-by dealership. With the construction of the company's signature battery swap station as an option. The company's recommended size for such sales rooms is 500 to 1,000 square meters. Repair sites are more than 2,000 square meters, and battery swap station areas are 120 square meters. These facilities need to have sufficient parking spaces, of which not less than 20 need to be provided for the sales showroom, not less than 30 for the maintenance service area, and not less than 10 in the battery swap station areas. NIO requires applicants to have at least 5 years of experience in the operation and management of the luxury brand 4S dealership store or high-end repair center. Remember, we're not selling Ford Mach-E's, right? We're selling high-end EVs. These facilities need to be located in the city's mainstream automotive business districts. So it's going to be strategically located. Dealerships will get these EVs, with convenient transportation and close to the city's main road. NIO also requires applicants to have a solid financial position with sufficient liquidity reserves to be able to purchase specialized equipment and accessories that meet NIO's maintenance standards. So yes, they'll make some money, but they have to put out money just like us to make that money. Applicants also need to have a strong staffing position and the ability to have a qualified operational management team in accordance with NIO's requirements. They will need to be staffed in accordance with NIO's requirements, receive training from NIO, and meet qualification requirements. These service centers need to be renovated. And another reason for utilizing dealers is to ease cash pressure on NIO, which is prioritizing spending on research and battery swap stations in China, said a third person familiar with the matter cited in a report. However, NIO later responded that its main brand in Europe remains committed to a direct sales model, while the sub-brand codename Firefly will have more flexibility. There are no changes to the way the NIO brand is marketed and vehicles are sold in Europe, the EV company said at the time in a response with CNEV Post. NIO has always been a strong supporter of the direct sales model and maintained it even as it entered the European market, hoping to bring the entire service system overseas. So I'm not going to go into the whole report, guys. You can find this on CNEV Post. But I think one of the main reasons why they're sticking to their original plans in Europe and using our own showrooms and stuff instead of secondary dealerships is because you have to remember we won the Golden Steering Wheel Award in Germany, which is the highest award in the world. Tesla didn't win that. We won that. Porsche didn't win it last year. We did. So in Europe, we expect this is going to be recognized more than it is being recognized in China. And therefore, we're sticking to using our own showrooms in Europe. That's my take on it, guys. However, as you guys can see, as usual, like I've been telling you all, as the trolls flee to the hills and the sheep panic, the huge institutions keep buying. Why are they doing that? So when the trolls come out, and crapping their pants on my channel. The big institutions keep gobbling up shares because they see where we're going. This has been played out from time immemorial, from the time of the stock market took place and became such a thing called the stock market. This has always played out, where the stock price tanks on new companies, the uneducated investor flee, the corporations gobble up shares, they keep spreading fear, but they gobbling up shares. Then the stock skyrocketing back up and the sheeps come back and try to buy. It has been played out time and time again. This is nothing new. So you have to decide based on life experience, on your experience on the stock market, if you want to keep making the same mistakes or you want to stop making those mistakes and become a millionaire. Years ago, I had a buddy who bought shares in McDonald's when mad cow disease came out. And I said, man, are you nuts? Like, don't you see what's happening? The stock price is tanking. He says, they're going to figure out what caused mad cow disease. They're going to fix the problem and McDonald's shares are going to skyrocket back up. It happened. Then when BP had the oil spill in the Gulf, same thing. The stock was tanking. He was grabbing up shares of BP and I said, man, what is wrong with you? He said, they're going to fix the leak. And it's a multi-billion dollar corporation. They're going to come back. And he bought shares and sure enough. So when the pandemic hit and people were crapping their pants and selling, I was buying. Sure enough, it came back and I made money. I'm telling you now, the same thing I believe is happening with NIO. They're doing everything that they're supposed to do and William Lee's putting everything in place to create a monster corporation and the sheep, as usual, is running again. Corporations are buying and the same cycle happens and repeats. History just keeps repeating itself. So if you don't learn from history, like Ray Dalio said, you're going to stay poor and you're going to die poor. I hope you guys found this video informational and inspirational. If you did, guys, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. If you haven't yet subscribed, you might want to think about doing so because in this channel, we have that warrior mindset where we get rich or we die trying, guys.